We're live. Are we live? I always say this.
We're
live. Hello, people of the interweb and all of the wonderfulness of the multiverse. Welcome to the Dasourcewall issue 7. We made it.
Hey. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
How are we all doing?
Got like rich. What hat are you wearing today? I need to see.
Mad Villain.
Oh.
Doom. MF.
Yeah.
It's an MF Doom hat, but
Very nice. Very nice. What t-shirt you got on today? I'm all about t-shirts and hats right about now.
What's that?
What t-shirt you got on today?
Oh, Snoopy.
Oh, Snoopy. See, look, I came prepared today. I've got my Princess Jasmine, who is slightly having a misfit moment with a cigarette and piercing.
Ah, nice. Naughty Jasmine.
Yeah, she became a street rat. Not good. Anyway.
Hanging with the wrong people.
Just Josh. You know, we have Josh. He's lurking in the background. It's his birthday today, people. So make sure you say happy birthday to him. He's having birthday pizza, so he's coming back soon. And then Red Hood is off having way too much fun and didn't invite us. Fuck you.
So it's just us two for now.
Huh? Just two for now.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. Okay, right. Let's get started.
Oh.
What are we starting with? Hit him!
So, we are starting with Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. Watch that.
I did. I thought it was really cool. And the girl kick-ass, I love her. Like, Wasp she's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the action scenes with her in it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's going to be fun. And I like that they still kept the daughter element in there. That was great. And I'm just interested to see like how it's going to tie up with the universe.
Yeah, it looks like a standalone, like the first one was. Yeah, pretty much like its own thing. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on.
Yeah,
and it's a bit weird as well because I think it's out after Infinity War as well. So that's. You could say there's a bit of spoilers in there because the world doesn't really look effed up, does it?
Yeah, unless Thanos took everybody into the multiverse.
Yeah,
it took everybody off world, maybe. Because I was thinking like maybe they might introduce is it Bumblebee? The little black... what's her name? Is that her name? Oh, why have I've gone blank? This is not good for like geeky.
The
one who sits on Thanos' shoulder and she's tiny, little black girl, and she's like a little bumblebee, but she kicks ass. She's got ultimate strength.
I don't know. Was she in the comics?
I don't know. Yeah, she was.
But wow, I don't know that one.
Oh no, yeah, I can't remember her name. Viewers, help me out. I'm getting old. So. But she used to sit on Thanos' shoulders, like she used to be like, was it Thanos or someone else? I can't remember. But like she used to sit on someone's shoulder and then like mash people up when... No, it was Thanos. Yeah, she used to sit on his shoulder and then fuck people up. She has like super strength, but she's a little black bumblebee, like an actual woman who's black. But
a bumblebee as well.
Yeah, so she had bumblebee colours on and she could fly. So I don't know whether they might introduce her into the Wasp Ant-Man. A bit interesting. I piqued Richard's interest. Richard's like,
yeah.
Who is this person?
Who is this character you speak of? So what did you think of? What did you think of all the parts, all the cuts in it? What do you think it's about?
I mean, on one side it does look like someone's trying to steal the tech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, you've got all this tech, we need some of it, shrink ray, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But there was a character in there. I wasn't sure who it was.
Ghost.
Yes.
The one that was phasing in and out with the hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was just like, okay. I don't know. But it's like, why would you still... No, my favourite part was when they shrank the building. Sorry, that was hilarious. Yeah. And he made it into just like a little trolley. I was like, so I need this. No, that was hard. That was good. That was good. But what about you? What do you think it's about?
Yeah, I liked the effect of Ghost. I like that Lawrence Fishburne. There was a quick clip of him in it as well.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing Goliath. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. It more than likely be something like they've stolen his tech or and they're trying to get it back. But they said that they're on the run as well. So maybe they're trying to get their tech while staying on the D-Lo. But what I'm thinking as well is Ghost. I'm trying to remember the lady's name who's playing her actually. Because Ghost in the comic is actually a male.
Yeah.
So and this in this film it's a female, and I forgot her name. But I reckon she's probably related to Lawrence Fishburne's character, Goliath. I have a feeling.
Which is spider senses tingling.
Yeah. I can't remember her name. I need to search her name.
Help us out. What's her name? No, but it does look fun though. It does look good.
It does.
I'm excited for it. And because the films they were actually really funny. So
yeah.
And it wasn't funny to the point where they took away from what was going on. It was just like, this is the right amount of funny, right amount of action, right amount of like tech use. So yeah, no, this
and it'll be good. It'll be good to see Peyton Reed's film, like proper all-out film, rather than coming in and off the back of I forgot his name, man. I'm forgetting everyone's name today. I'm always forgetting names.
No, it's all good. No, but yeah, it should be good. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What we got next?
So Captain Marvel, a green suit, looking pretty good.
It looks good. I keep seeing edits of the green suit and then the original suit, and I'm like, which one do I prefer?
Yeah, it does look good in red though.
It does look good in red.
Yeah.
I was thinking like sometimes they'll do that and then they might change the color halfway through. Like if fans are like red.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. will. That green's just a homage to Marvel, the guy who she got her powers from.
Yeah.
So I like that they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the last bit they'll show her proper costume and it's going to be something a lot better.
That'll be so fun. When you said that, sorry, I went on a little tangent. When you said like it's a homage to obviously taking his powers, and I was like, I remember when Rogue stole Marvel's powers, and it was just like,
that was that from the animated cartoon you saw that? Yeah.
In an airplane, she was just sucking up all her power. I was like, it's okay. And then she had to defeat her in her mind, and it was just like,
that was a good episode. I love that episode, man. It was actually pretty sad as well, man.
I know. Like poor Rogue. I felt for her.
Poor Carol.
I know. True, yeah.
Carol was just there in trapped in the coma on the bed and pretty much dead, man.
Sorry, Carol. Sorry about that. Sorry, babe. No, but the Marvel costume keeps piquing my interest, and What was it? Someone put a meme up about because she's got a big map, and she was opening the character. I don't know if it's the actress or the character.
Yeah.
So open a map, and they were like, when you have to find Wakanda, and it's like, what the hell is this? It's just it was what's going on here? And I was like, everything leads back to Black Panther. I'm just happy.
I missed that meme. I missed that meme.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's very
good.
Oh yeah. What else is next? What we got?
So next on the list, Hans Zimmer was supposed to have retired, but apparently he's back to score Phoenix movie. So,
in all things you could come back for, you come back for this. Why? Why Zimmer? Why? Why Hans?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's a good scorer. Is that the word?
Yeah, he is. I mean, the Inception soundtrack, I downloaded it because it was so good.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if this is the right film for it though.
No, it's really not. You should have scored like Infinity War or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
But Phoenix. I would have preferred if he scored bloody Logan.
Yeah, for real. That would have actually been pretty sick.
You know, the film was already sad. That would have just tipped it over the edge. But like,
yeah, definitely.
Phoenix. Well, good luck, Hans. Good luck.
What a film to come out of retirement for, eh?
You know, not even Star Wars. Not even Star Wars.
Can you imagine a Star Wars with Hans Zimmer's score?
That would have been amazing.
Damn. Yeah.
That would have been good. Oh well, never mind.
One of the
like most of the X-Men films, will just have to be disappointed at.
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually a bit of news on, well, not real good news, but Kevin Feige said that there wouldn't be any X-Men films for a while.
Okay.
With that he'll be producing. Okay. So that's something. It's a bit of news there.
Yeah. But does that mean that we won't see X-Men in in like, no, they're not going to come out anywhere, are they? I mean, it would have been.
It would be good if they did. If they were to come out, maybe in the Avengers 4.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think they'll be in anything for like another 2 years.
Because you could ultimately put different ones in different films, and then everybody comes together at the end to fight Thanos.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, that's just wishing. That's just holding your crystal and wish.
I think this Thanos thing is gonna be finished in the film in when is it out? June, right?
Yeah. Infinity War. They push it forward.
They
pushed Infinity War forward, didn't they? Or is that me just wishful thinking?
No, I don't know. I don't think they did.
Okay. Yeah, that's in May then. Yes, in May.
Yeah.
May. Yeah, May.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I got a feeling that whole Thanos story is going to be done by the end of that film.
It can't be.
It's in April.
Oh, it's even that's even quicker.
Yeah.
Wait, oh. Yeah, because they moved Deadpool up, and obviously,
Yeah.
I did. No, the Thanos story can't be over. No, it just can't. It just can't.
Yeah.
It can't. I refuse. I refuse. Okay. There's too much Thanos to go around for it to just be one Thanos moment, and then no.
Yeah.
No, can't do this to me. I've been waiting.
But I don't know. It just seems. I don't know. It just seems like maybe they might not wrap it up, but it just seems that things will be settled by the end of that film, because like we were just saying about Ant-Man, it doesn't seem like anything's actually happening during that time. It's not, unless Ant-Man is something that happened previous or before, like what they did with Spider-Man.
Or maybe he's going after Infinity Stone that we just don't know about.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe.
What do you think, viewers? All one and a half of you. All right, what we got next?
Your favorite, Gambit.
The
shoot date's been cancelled, mate.
Oh, such sweet sorrow.
Yeah, last week they lost the director, and this week shoot's been cancelled. That's dead. Finish.
Why? It's kind of like the Black Widow movie, but worse. Because obviously, I'm looking forward to a Black Widow movie, but it's just like he said, like we said last time, it was like it's kind of you left it a bit late, but I'll kind of watch it. This Gambit thing, I'm like, really? Like, where are you gonna put him? Where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do?
He just doesn't fit anywhere now, does he?
No, yeah. So just let him die. Please,
Yeah.
don't bring him back.
Yeah, just kill the
No more
movie
Gambit.
already. No one wants it.
Like in Humans, just let it die.
Oh, gosh.
Die.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay, what's next? I will not sing. They will kill me.
Superman in Shazam.
Oh, okay.
Moving.
Oh, okay.
Well, apparently he possibly will be filming in the Shazam. What's his name? Is the actor who plays Superman? It has been a long week.
It has.
Tell you that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We'll just recalibrate. It's midweek. It's Wednesday. You know when you're just like, I gotta get through 2 more days. It's gonna be all right. Yeah. So the actor
Henry Cavill. Yeah,
there we go.
He'll be on board for Shazam, which is quite interesting because I think The Rock isn't going to be in Shazam.
Oh, he's not going
I
to be.
think he's going to be in his own movie apparently.
Okay, is The Rock Shazam? Am I missing something?
No, The Rock is.
This is like I don't remember who The Rock is.
Yeah, I forgot.
Google.
Quick, Google, quick. The Rock is playing. Who's he playing?
This is gonna be some lift music. Da, 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 da,
yeah.
Da, da. While you're waiting, viewers, we're just going to pull up information from the World Wide Web. Dun, dun, da, da, da.
Black Adam, that's it.
Yeah, there. We told you. There we go. Are you excited by this? Are you just? I mean, I feel like there's way too many Superman movies coming out. The prequel. We got the one. Just why? When's this one coming out now? The Shazam one.
Shazam. I'm not sure. I think that's next year. That will be next year.
Oh, okay. All right then.
What DC film is coming out this year?
It's not Justice League.
It's no, it's Aquaman. I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only one that's out this year. So yeah,
in the wrong order. Like,
I think if The Rock was in Shazam with Henry Cavill, I think that would have been better if they did it like I don't know, the kid is kind of a fan of Superman and Superman helps him defeat or trains him up to be a proper superhero. Then that will probably be good. But I'm not sure why The Rock wouldn't be in this one. It's a bit weird.
He might do a cameo, maybe.
Hopefully.
But, yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
You know me in DC. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I need to read up on DC myself because, as you can tell, I'm forgetting everyone's names.
It's cool. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see for this one because I'm already not looking forward to that prequel Superman movie. And then they keep showing pictures of Superman with the black suit, which is cool. I like the black suit. It looks good. But then I'm like, am I really gonna put myself through another Superman movie? I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not really the movies, it's the TV series, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of that, actually, a little segue, there's words of a Metropolis TV series, which will have Lois Lane and Lex Luthor in a kind of X-File fringe type of setting. Before, obviously,
Fringe.
Fringe was sick.
Fringe was sick.
Yeah, that was sick. I don't know why they cancelled that.
That was the brain just exploded into 1,000 pieces.
Okay, but we like that show, and we like X-Files as well, right?
Yes.
But would you want to see an X-Files / Fringe show based in Metropolis with Lois Lane and Lex Luthor?
No. How are
No
they gonna do
Superman.
how what that doesn't make any sense.
No.
That doesn't even make any sense. Because Fringe and X-Files was just completely different shows, but they were just banging in their own right. And
I think what the premise is, I think it's because it's Metropolis and a lot of weird things are happening around there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of them investigating what's happening. So I'm assuming it's Lois Lane doing her reporter type stuff, and Lex Luthor doing his scientific stuff, trying to work out what's happening in Metropolis. So
that already hurts me.
I think, I mean, I don't know. It's a decent idea, but it's another thing with. It's a prequel, basically. You got, and it's from the guys who are doing actually Gotham as well. So, you know,
I'm already over that. Just bring Fringe back. How about that?
Yeah.
Bring Fringe back.
Scrap Metropolis. Bring Fringe back.
Bring Fringe back. Oh, hashtag Fringe.
Yeah.
No, I got to watch that again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Reminded me.
How many seasons was it? It was like 3 or 4 seasons, right?
Yeah. It started to get a little bit messy, I think, in season 3, and I was like, what y'all doing? And then they kind of picked it back up, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they went to a different universe, didn't they?
Yeah. With the gold thing and the sun.
Yeah.
Anyone who hasn't watched Fringe, watch Fringe. It's great. It's just great. It's just really good. So
just on the back of that, the Metropolis is basically, it will be on a DC digital series that they're starting to do. I think they want to go digital and have a digital channel now.
Okay.
So I think that's one of the first series that's going to be on there, apparently. So I've heard.
I mean, I'll watch the digital channel if they've got the animated stuff on there, because of, like, you know, you said the animated stuff out trumps like completely their film and of their TV stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of
yeah.
But I don't know. They're trying to do a Netflix thing, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like, you're gonna have Netflix, you're gonna have Disney soon. You got Amazon. You're gonna have this DC streaming.
Yeah, and then are you then only gonna have DC stuff on there? So that means that if I want to watch Black Lightning, I got to go to the DC thing.
Wow. Yeah, I won't be watching that.
Did you? We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah. On the back of that, also on the back of the DC news, the Joker apparently is coming back to Gotham as well.
Oh, okay. What in the TV show?
Well, yeah, in a TV show. I say coming back, but he's actually coming into the TV show. Because
I was about to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're saying that the guy who did you watch it? You weren't watching it, was you? No.
I don't watch it. I watched like 1 to 2 episodes, and I was like, nah. But tell the viewers. I don't care about spoilers. Tell them.
There was a good bit when there was a character called Jerome, and when he came on, it was like, oh, is he going to be the Joker? Or they even did like a few shots actually, where they're in the in like a fun fair, and it's pretty much shot like what was that film? What was the series when the Joker shot Barbara, and then Batman went after her, and they were in their mirror place.
But
yeah. They did it. They even did all of that. They cut his face off, and the actor is pretty good. Yeah, you can pass him off as a Joker, basically. But yeah, they're saying that he's not the Joker, but the real Joker probably will come in. So we'll see.
We will see. You will see. I will just listen.
I'll see, and I'll tell.
Yeah, you just tell me. Thank you. That'd be much appreciated. Viewers, do you watch Gotham or any DC stuff? Like, let us know, please. And what do you think about it? Because I'm really done with it. But, you know, we keep hanging on here at the Source Wall. We keep hanging on.
I
think that it's good.
The thread.
Okay, what's next?
Valiant. has been brought by DMG Entertainment.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So DMG Entertainment, I think they're a production company, and they helped produce and finance the IP of Iron Man 3. And do you remember the Looper?
Yes.
Yeah, that film.
Yay.
That was a pretty decent film.
I liked that film. I kind of liked the premise of it. No, I did like that film. It was good. It was good. Yeah.
So they brought they acquired Valiant. So this means that they could possibly do a lot more films from the Valiant universe.
For the people who don't know, tell the people about the Valiant universe.
Well, I don't actually read any Valiant, unfortunately.
I don't read that shit. I don't read it.
Yeah. The guy who does is not in today, unfortunately.
See now, if Red Hood
wasn't
out doing his thing, he could tell the people, but unfortunately he's not here. So I feel like some of your source from the wall.
He's not here. The wall's coming down a bit, just a little bit.
It's okay. We're here to pick it up. Okay, we are here. Yeah, strongest part.
We need some more builders.
Yeah. Josh, I haven't finished your pizza. Okay, well that'll be.
But there has been. I've heard of a couple. There's one called Harbinger, and Bloodshot is supposed to be good, and Ninjax. I think Ninjax is probably one of the best ones. But they do actually have a couple films in development. I kind of heard about Exo Manowar. That story is pretty good. I think if I can remember, it's basically an ancient armor or an alien armor, which somehow, I think I could be wrong. It kind of goes back in time, and like to the medieval times, and it latches onto some guy, and he gets abducted with the armor, and by the time he comes back, it's the future. But he's kind of gotten used to the armor, and I don't know, it's like a Guyver suit, something like that. Okay. It's the premise is pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the Guyver Witchblade kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But it's kind of like everyone's kind of after the I think it's called a Manowar or something. So yeah, it's pretty decent. I should read it actually. Really should.
This is our homework, viewers. Okay, we will read up on this. If for some reason you already know this, then let us know so we can read the right ones, because we don't really read the shit ones.
Yeah.
Like, there's some Nanga ones like on the side. So yeah. Okay. Well, we'll watch this space and see what they got going on.
Yeah, definitely.
What we got next?
Cool. The Watchmen has got a director. That's for the Watchmen pilot. Ooh. Her name is Nicole Kessel.
Ooh, okay, Kessel.
Yes. I'm just trying to find what she's worked on before.
Ooh, because we did love the film.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, definitely. She's worked on the series Leftovers. I've not seen that.
Leftovers is okay. You need to watch Leftovers. Leftovers. Yeah. The season 2. Just write it out. I love this mug. Look at this mug. Makes my life. Sorry, that was the squeakiest squeak. I love this mug so much.
Anyway. So what is Leftovers about?
So basically, let me get my brain because I haven't watched it for a little while. So Leftovers is everybody was going about their day normally, blah 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 blah, and then for some unexplained reason, half the population on the planet disappeared. I'm talking babies, I'm talking women, children, men. They just disappeared. Like there's a scene where this woman, she's putting like shopping into her bag, and her baby's in like the stroller thing.
Yeah.
And then literally puts the shopping in the bag. She turns around, and the baby's gone, like completely gone.
Wow.
And so and everybody's trying to be like, what's going on. You know what I mean? There's no like flash of light. There's no madness. It's just
disappear.
People disappear, just completely disappeared, and no one knows what's going on. And then it's banging. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's just everybody aftermath of having to adjust with the fact that they don't know where anybody is, or
so is it like half the planet that disappeared, or like...
yeah, half the population on the planet disappeared.
Shit.
Yeah, so you had planes falling that sky because some people were, you know what I mean, pilots, people just normal everyday people just completely disappeared. It's really good. It's really, really good. So
what is that on? Is that on Netflix or Amazon?
No, it was on is it not HBO? What's the other one?
Oh, Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantic.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. It was on that. So have a look, watch that. Really good.
That's kind of I had to get rid of my Sky actually, because literally Atlantic was the only thing I was watching. That was the only I was watching Game of Thrones and Westworld, and then when since those stopped, I just was like, I've
just like, why am I paying?
Yeah,
you should have rang off me like, just put my like Sky on pause until they come back, and then I'm cool.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'll be like 2 years later though.
And no, but if you get a chance to, it should be online by now. But watch Leftovers. Leftovers is really good. So
yeah.
And I'm not sure if she did season 2. I wasn't sure. Did they have season 2 or 3? They had season 2. I'm not sure if they had season 3, but yeah, it's really good. And they had what's her face? She was in Hulk, and she was in Armageddon. What's her name? Not Liz Taylor. Is it Liz Taylor?
Well, yeah, I think it is.
Liz Taylor. Yeah, she's in Leftovers. She's really, really good as well. So must watch.
Okay.
So if she's directed that, then...
yeah, you think it will be good then? She's a good director.
Good. Yeah, she's a very good director.
Nice.
Yeah, weighs heavy on suspense and suspicion. We like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
I'd be excited.
Liv Tyler.
That's it, Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler, yeah.
She's a good actress. Underrated. Cool.
All right.
Next.
So, did you watch Black Lightning?
I did.
Yeah. Which episode 2, right?
Yep. Nah, didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I thought you liked it, you know.
No, I wasn't. I didn't like it. Okay, there were moments that I thought this is going in the direction it needs to go in. And then I think, okay, you know what we were talking about before about how the suit is too bulky and it's down way a lot. Yeah. I love the kind of the conflict between his wife and him. Like I love all of that. And then you've got the 2 different kind of daughters, and they're dealing with whatever's going on.
Issues.
I didn't like the other daughter story. The one who, I don't care if you watch it or not.
Who's drinking.
That drinking bit was the bit like, oh, really?
Yeah, that was a bit like, that was weird.
Yeah, that
was really weird.
But the other one, the one, am I spoiling? I'm spoiling. The one who's got superpowers.
Yeah.
Like how fast they were just dashing her storyline in. I was like, can she I don't know, do a couple more things by accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with Black Lightning, I was like, okay, I know you're trying to fight this, and you're like trying to hold back, and I didn't understand the bit where, he was, all the lightning was going through his body.
Right at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
okay,
are you having a reaction to your own powers, or is it just because you started them up again?
I was thinking that was like a healing thing, like it was healing his body. That's how I took it anyway. I was kind of I was watching it, but not really kind of, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know if that's the problem, to be honest, because, I mean, when I was watching it, it was just it's a bit too corny for me, man.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of things that are happening in it, and I'm like, you don't really need to do it that way or go that way. And
yeah, I mean, the political aspect is important, because obviously for people who don't know, obviously need to know in some way, shape, or form, and art is the best way to show them. But it's just
but I feel I just feel it's like knocking you on the head with it.
Yeah,
like a bit too much.
Yeah.
Like every scene is this is that, this, and then the other scene is like, Yeah, and
yeah, I hear you. I
think,
hear you. Yeah,
yeah,
they could have just not even gone through it slowly, but just if you're gonna do something like racial, like on a racial background,
yeah,
then having the protagonist and the antagonist both being black kind of like disillusions the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I
yeah,
think,
yeah, yeah.
but then you've got the big main character who's albino, which they're all in. Obviously, the Black Lightning, Lala, and
Yeah.
the guy who I don't know what his name is, who obviously has superpowers because when he
He strangled him, innit?
when he killed Lala, he's just like he picked him up, and I was like, all right, cool. So you must have superpowers then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All black. And I'm just like, if you're gonna do something racial and be like, right, everybody's being oppressed, then don't do black on black crime. That's long and it's
my friend mentioned that as well. You know, my friend was he was texting it. He was like, "Oh man, this black on black thing is tired now, man."
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I just feel it's just all kind of. It's too much. Every scene is something to be angry about for me, man.
And I would prefer him to be like, all right, cool, I'm Black Lightning and I'm getting back to things, and like there could have been multiple different stories of like the main guy, like him watching what Black Lightning's doing and being like, okay, we need to strategize for that. And then, like, you know, the woman who was looking to get her daughter.
Her good daughter,
that could have been a completely different story. That could have been like strip club or something, or that could have been a completely different person. And then, like, you know what I mean, she gets hurt and whatever. So everybody could have had like a proper different story. So it's like there's different evils, and then you know what I mean. Like then he's like, all right, fuck it, I need to come out of retirement and just like get rid of all of them, rather than because then obviously the last evil, who is the albino guy, but who is obviously a black guy, that's like the ultimate evil because it's just like raw. Then you can make a statement with it by saying, look, don't be, you know, black on black with each other because it doesn't lead to anything. Instead of doing it like everybody, it was stressed. And I felt uncomfortable when they killed Lala because I was just like, he got choked to death. And I was like, that was a bit. Because obviously we've seen a lot of videos of people being choked by police and and I'm just like, I didn't like that. Didn't like it. And then, sorry, I'm going. and then it was like with the daughter, because obviously she's got super strength.
Yeah.
You
know,
yeah.
Well, we're spoiling it anyway. It's
they're spoiling it for us. Okay.
Yeah, I think we should say that this is probably more of a spoiler cast, really.
Yeah, this spoilcast. That's what we should call ourselves. Spoilcast. But no, with the daughter, when she's having her mini panic, she goes in there to get vitamins or whatever she's getting.
Yeah.
The man's like, get on the floor, I'm gonna shoot you. And then she has like a mini panic attack, grabs him, dashes him across the fucking thing, and then she's like, I'm just gonna leave these here and waddle.
Yeah, walk off.
Terrified.
Like, so what? You're gonna leave the guy there? Like when he wakes up, he's gonna come back and shoot the cashier or something, man.
At least finish the job. She's just like, I dashed him and now he's like unconscious and I'm just gonna leave my vitamins here and just waddle out. I'm like, it's a bit much. I'm hoping that it's gonna level out because right now it feels like it's on crack.
Yeah, it does. It feels like it's on something. But like I said, I've watched I'll watch Gotham. I've watched Inhumans. So I'm gonna.
You've gone through the ringer, so this should be kind of tame for you.
Yeah, it is. I'll hold out for it. For it.
A couple more episodes, and then after that, we'll see how this first season pans out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's give it a season at least. But,
Do you know how many? Is it like one of those 26 episodes?
I'm hoping it's just 12.
It is a CW, isn't it?
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, but wasn't happy about this last episode. I was meh. We'll
see what episode 3 saying, eh?
Yes, we will. Yes. What's next, darling? What's next?
So, last thing. I think it's all right for us to talk about it now, since the other two are not here. Yeah, Star Trek.
Sweat patch. Star Trek is just great.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. It's been.
Was this the last episode?
No, it seems like it, doesn't it? It seemed like it could.
Yeah.
To be honest, with this last episode, I preferred the episodes before. I think because I had an idea of where I thought things were going to go.
Yeah.
And a few things that I thought didn't turn out. So I think that kind of like skewed my judgment a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty solid episode.
Yeah,
really solid.
It was good. I was thinking to myself, you know, like how time travel works, where you time travel and then you change something in the past or whatever.
Yeah.
And it affects the future or whatever. I was thinking, is there a multiverse one? Because obviously what happened when she brought, we're doing spoilers, right? Yeah. So when she brought my girl back, sorry, when she brought my girl back to the ship, but then I was thinking, but he's already, the captain had already come back from the mirrored universe, whatever kind of things. So I'm just like, but is there a rule that says
what do you mean?
Okay, so you know.
What do you mean? Because they didn't go back in time.
No, I know, but like, is there like a multiverse rule about going to too many different universes or changing something in another universe? Does that then still have a ripple effect in another universe?
No, I don't think it would. No.
Kitty cat.
She wants to be on YouTube.
Sponsored by Rich's cat.
Yeah. I think what with her bringing back the Emperor, right?
Yeah, or just even the fact that the guy was from the mirrored universe, and then you know, what I mean, he changed a lot of things to get back home.
Yeah,
I wondered if there would be a rippling effect.
No, because they're not actually going through time. They're not actually changing things in the past. It's only doing one thing that wasn't supposed to happen, kind of thing. It's like yeah, no, he wouldn't have changed anything. All it is that they're in a different place.
You know, like when you kill off like too many of your own, like a different
version
of yourself.
You get more powerful.
You get like maybe stronger or smarter.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think the only question from that is where the original Lorca is, really.
Yes.
Unless he died because we don't know what happened to, because he said it was like a transport accident.
He went into the
clouds.
Ion clouds.
Ion clouds,
yeah, and then he was like, the transporter went, and then so we don't even know if the other Lorca is
what happened to him.
so interesting.
But I thought it was pretty damn good. I thought it was a really good episode. What I thought would happen would be what was it? You know, what's his name? Stamets. I thought when he came back, I thought they switched places.
Oh, yeah.
So when he woke up, he would have been on the Emperor's ship, and the one from the Mirror Universe would be on the Discovery.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would actually
Enterprise.
That would have been quite good.
Yeah.
I kind of glad he died though. Because the bad him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a bit rough, man.
I know. He got shot.
Psych.
Just. Or are we? No, I'm joking. No, it was good. It was yeah. No, that would have actually been a really good like twist on it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But what about how it ended? How did you feel about that?
Well, another thing. Sorry. Before going on to how it ended. When they were talking about how they're gonna get back, I kind of felt that it was kind of like a I forgot how you say it, but you know when you got to write yourself, you kind of wrote yourself into a corner. So you're writing yourself out. It doesn't make sense that they have to blow up the star thing and then at the right time go to warp.
Yeah.
That will create the warp bubble and get them back in. You know, that really didn't make sense to me. I felt that was
kind of all the Star Trek head like, what are you talking about?
No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, for me, it just felt it felt like the old Star Trek, like an old episode of Star Trek where things like that does happen. Like, but that's because it's one episode. It's one episode's this, one episode's that, and you can kind of get away with it. But I think because this one is more not realistic, but more kind of different type of way of telling the stories. It's not like the old Trek anymore. So it's kind of it kind of pushed me out of it a little bit because it kind of felt like an old series of Star Trek, which is weird. It sounds weird.
No, I get what you mean, because like I think that the tech, because of the tech that they've got on the ship as well. Yeah, you always kind of think it's like not like, is it post like after Generation, but it's before Star Trek. It's like every now and then you get flung in between the two. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying. But
I don't know but I don't know. It just felt weird that when they was talking, it just felt like they're kind of making their way out kind of thing out of the corner.
But then I was thinking as well, if they jumped back to their universe, then their discovery must be in the same universe, because
exactly. That's because
where did their discovery go?
that's what kind of what confused me as well, because the first what ship was it? The Defiant. In the old series, that went to a part in space and it was coming in and out, phasing in and out of the universe, and then it kind of disappeared. So what they were saying was they wanted to find where that ship. They wanted to get onto the Defiant to find out where it actually had the rip through the dimension, whatever. But they couldn't find that information. So, and then there was another episode in the old series where it was a teleport malfunction. Which that those two things make sense. So Lorca, what they said was when they got into the mirror universe, the old Discovery must have went back to their universe, right? And we don't actually know whether when the mirror Lorca went to the main universe, what happened to the main universe Lorca. We never found that out, did we? Well, unless I missed it. So
because the Emperor said that them two got away. They said that they were dead, but obviously they can't be dead because unless she's killed them twice, doesn't make any sense.
Because we saw the clip. We saw the clip of them firing at his ship, and then he went into the ion cloud. Right? So you would have, I don't know what happened to it. He teleported, but what happened to the other Lorca?
Interesting.
That's what's confusing. So and then now the way that they went back on the end of this episode was they went into warp and they destroyed the star thing on the ship, on the mothership. So that's another way of going back to the normal universe. So now that they went that way, does that mean that the old the mirror universe Discovery came back as well, or
we don't know? See, this is why I was having trouble, because I was like, if you can't exist in the same universe with yourself, but there is that thing, you can't exist in the same universe as yourself. One of you's got to die.
Is that the laws with the Star Trek though? I think I missed. I don't know if that's the laws on the Star Trek universe where you can't exist in the same.
We might have to do it like a poll.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
like
for real.
such a summary poll on interdimensional, inter-universe laws.
Yeah,
So yeah, but yeah, how it ended, if you haven't watched it, I'm spoiling it.
yeah.
I was really hoping slightly that they were going to do kind of a quantum leap thing, where he got lost again, but kind of a little bit closer. Because I really want the Borg. Like, I was hoping that the Borg took over, but then
Oh, really?
like, yeah, that would have been so good.
What, they took over the universe?
Yeah, because you know,
in
like
the main
when
universe.
they jumped back, he was like, "Oh, the Klingons have won," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Really? Oh, my girl in prison is gonna be hella happy."
Yeah, yeah.
Killed her lover, but like, it's just like, I was like, But do you think she killed him or she made him dormant?
Who?
Who? The Klingon woman. I can't remember it.
Invasion.
Yeah.
Invasion. Yes. A brief 5-second cameo-ness.
He's an owl.
I was listening in, but I clocked out on well, since the other twos aren't here, let's talk about Star Trek. Spoilers.
So many spoilers.
Yeah.
But just so you lot know, Sourcewall, Josh having his Earth Day today. Make sure you send him.
I'm old now.
10 bajillion news for his Earth Day. We praise you.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, Klingon girl. I don't even know whether she made her lover dormant or she actually killed him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
You haven't watched it, Josh?
No, I ain't watched it.
Have you watched it?
Oh man, you might have to.
I think I've watched. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna come in and then come out again. But I was just gonna quickly. I'll save my Black Lightning comments for next week, or whatever.
No, say them now. Say them now.
And I was just like the thing in the shop with the girl or whatever. The guy's unconscious. He's gonna think the woman's gonna stand there and wait until she's called the police. Obviously,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is it common sense? And like, she just clocked you. Obviously, she thought, "Whoa, that's weird." It's happened the second time. She's like, "Shit, son, I got superpowers." She's not an idiot. Like,
yeah, but it was just so like, oh, really, like, just
really, what, fam? Let it come. Lightning family, fam. Lightning family, fam.
Oh, no, man, it's just too corny, man. It's too corny.
Nah, you got to let it get in its stride, man. Like I said, I don't know if I said this last week or whatever, but like the same thing with Arrow. Like I felt I was just like watching it, and I was just like, oh. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the whole first season, I was a bit like, and then when it just got in this stride, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when it got in this stride, it was in this stride. I was like, bam. Like, even though I sat there and watched all the iffy times or whatever, as soon as they found where they were going with the show, they even made, they made the Inhumans thing work. It worked in that show. It didn't work in Inhumans. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this will have the same thing. It will, like, it's not like it's straight off the lot from the Arrow lot, because they don't even shoot in the same place. They shoot in Atlanta, and Flash and Arrow shoots in Vancouver and all that. So it's not like it's just like a straight, the same team that does it is gone and they're doing that. So this team, they still got to have their whole build up. Where are we taking this? What are we doing? What are we going to refine? What works? What doesn't work? So, but I reckon by the time it gets to a second season, it'll be on its way. Because most of the feedback on the internet is quite good. Like, people are enjoying it. So yeah, something in it.
You just wear like critical.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we said, like I said, I watched Gotham. I watched Inhumans, so I'm gonna bear with it and see how far it goes. And
yeah,
I can't promise I enjoy every episode. It's just too full on. It's just that's my problem. It's so full on. Like, there's so many issues going around, and there's like, even with the first episode, I don't know if I said this last week, but just the bit with the police car where he got stopped, that didn't really need to be in that episode. And I think even with this episode, there's a couple of bits where it's like, you don't need to go that far, or that it, like when he shot his cousin, it's like, well, really? Is he really that bad?
Well, clearly he is. That's why they done it, innit?
Yeah, and then he's that bad, but then by the end of the episode, he's gone anyway. So I don't know.
But like, I think his whole thing is like his thing's set up for what's his face,
the big guy.
Yeah, his boss.
Yeah,
like his whole thing. It's like a train. It's like a chain, innit? Like he gets fucked up because he's the underling or whatever. And then he's passing that on to everyone that's under him. You see what I'm saying? Like he's got to show he's the man, but he's still not the man. There's still someone above him that's bitch slapping him around. Like, you see what I'm saying?
He's the guy. Like there must be someone.
Nah, that's the whole point of that or whatever. But yeah, I think it's just the same thing. Growing pains. Growing pains.
That's what we call it.
Nah,
Lightning growing pains.
Yeah,
yes.
growing pains.
So once
I don't think it's shit. Like, say for example, Supergirl. The first season I thought was whack, and then the second season it was like they completely changed how they was doing, but it was still Supergirl. It was still the same characters, still the thing, but they went right because obviously it shifted channels as well, or whatever, and then the CW, there's a lot that do Arrow and all that stuff started doing the second season of Supergirl, and like for me it's night and day between the two seasons. Like I got through the first season, and the second season I went, oh, do you know what? I can actually watch this. So I feel like I'll base it off Supergirl, innit? Like, and it's still we're only 2 episodes in. Like what, 3rd episode's today or whatever.
Yeah.
So or yesterday or whatever. I'll probably watch it today or whatever. No, I won't watch it today. I ain't got time. But like we're only 2 episodes in. Like until like the halfway point, that's when you can really catch the vibe of where the show's going.
I'll wait, but I think once the growing's gone, then the pain will settle in.
We'll see, innit? Be optimistic, man.
I will try.
They're on a good run. Most of their shows are good, and even when they have dips, Arrow's a good example.
Yeah.
If it dips, but it comes back up, like there's never been a constant like deadline of just deadness. Yeah. Like even Flash had the same thing. Like it's gone like that.
Yeah. It is quite what's the word? It's not really for kids, is it?
No,
it's pretty
no, it's much more
mature.
But, yeah. Even then, what's it called? It's a kit. Yeah, like all the blood and stuff like that. But I like that. I want to see them just like pie up. Like when you pie a man in the face, I was getting very happy, bro. I was like, yeah, get him in the face, bro, get in the face. He said he cradles a kitten in the face.
Complete contradiction, people. Complete contradiction.
See, I could be Dr. Claw now.
Well, that's the Black Lightning.
I could be Dr. Claw.
Oh.
I need a claw. Oh no, she's running away. Gone. I'll get you next time, Gadget.
What did we have after Black Lightning and what do you call it?
All right, I'm gonna disappear now. Man needs to go.
That was it.
Are you disappearing again?
Yeah, I gotta go to work, fam. Gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea side. Right, peace and chicken grease, people.
Laters.
Happy birthday.
Ciao.
Ciao. But yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have after Lightning and Star Trek?
That was it, actually. That was the last one.
Was it? Okay.
We can do the comic reviews next week because we're actually at the hour mark now.
Okay.
We can try and keep it tight.
Keep it tight.
Tight.
So I'm really filthy today. Okay. Thank you for watching us here at the Source Wall.
Yes, sir.
Isha, Phantom Specialist, and Man Like Rich with Ultimate Snoopy. We read comics too. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, watch, comment, all of that. We're on Twitter, the Source Wall. We're on Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes,
Instagram,
iTunes,
all
of that.
All of that.
We're everywhere. We're on the Instaweb. We're even in multiple like universes. We're not on the dark web because that place is fucking scary. No one should be there. You are us. So, but yes. Oh, I've fallen. Okay. Live long and prosper, people. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.